Psychological disorders, Part 5. Depressive disorders. Vinita is 35 years old working lady having two children. Except for earlier few years of marriage, she had disturbed married life due to constant quarrels over small issues with her husband. This resulted into a divorce for which she was totally unprepared. As a result, she became very disappointed and lost all hope. She started feeling lonely, frustrated, stressed, and started blaming herself for the divorce. The stress of financial crisis and children's education led to disturbances of sleep. She also started experiencing frequent health complaints. She was feeling sad all the time. These are symptoms of depressive disorder. In the total population, 5% to 6% of the people suffer from mild depression. Due to some negative incidences or some other external factors, the individual may experience negative feelings. But if it continues for a very long time, then it is called depressive disorder. Feelings of hopelessness, anxiety, and sadness are the major feelings experienced in the disorder. The disorder in which the individual experiences extreme feeling of sadness as well as guilt for at least 2 weeks is called depressive disorder. Symptoms: feeling of hopelessness, lack of enthusiasm, weight loss, lack of interest in food and loss of appetite, either lack of sleep or excessive sleep, constant feeling of fatigue, sad feeling, excessive feeling of guilt over some matter, sexual dysfunction, suicidal thoughts, inability to concentrate, indecisiveness, etc., are found in the individual suffering from depressive disorder. Bipolar disorder. This is also called manic depressive disorder. In this disorder, the individual experiences alternate phases of extreme sadness, hopelessness, stress at one time, and extreme happiness, enthusiasm, and elation at other time. In the same individual, you can see these opposite conditions one after the other. That's why it is called manic depressive disorder. Symptoms: the individual experiences alternate phases of two states, one in which the individual is extremely happy, excited, and elated, and in other he experiences sad, stressed, losing hopes, thinks unrealistically, gets irritable or aggressive. Genetic, genetic factors: imbalance in neurotransmitters in the brain, mainly norepinephrine, serotonin, and dopamine, are found to be the main causative factors. Trauma and stress related disorders. When an individual is not able to cope up with the existing situation, he tends to experience stress or tension. Daily problems encountered due to fast paced life, relationship issues, loneliness, lack of proper adjustment, lack of enough personal space, time constraints, consumerism, frustration due to non fulfillment of desires, addiction, prolonged physical illness, constant feeling of uncertainty, family problems, cutthroat competition, etc., are causative factors for stress. Stress or tension is inevitable in life. If it is in moderate intensity, it appears to be useful by providing motivation to the individual. But if the individual experiences intense stress, then his/her capacities to deal with it gets imbalanced. For example, war condition, serious accident, death of a loved one, natural disasters, divorce, sexual abuse, breakup in relationships, etc., are the conditions that can create deep impact on the life of the individual and may even be responsible for illness like stress disorder. Out of many types of stress disorders, let us study two types of stress disorder: A. Acute stress disorder (ASD) and post traumatic stress disorder (PTSD). Acute stress disorder. 39 years old Vinesh is a working man and was staying with wife and two children. One night while returning from work, he was surrounded by few gangsters, was beaten ruthlessly. They snatched away all his belongings and threatened to kill him. He started begging for his life. They tied him to an electric pole, tortured him physically, and left. After a long time, somehow Vinesh managed to rescue himself and went to the police station. 3 days later, he started getting nightmares, started getting illusions, was extremely scared most of the time, started getting flashbacks of the incidents again and again, could not sleep well, and this felt extremely frustrated. Not only that, but he could not concentrate on work. He was diagnosed as suffering from acute stress disorder. If an individual with age of 6 years or greater has experienced or witnessed extreme situation like death of loved one, serious physical injury, natural disaster, sexual abuse like rape, etc., she experiences extreme fear, emotional numbness, severe confusion, gets dreams of the incident or gets uncontrollable thoughts about it, not able to concentrate, not able to sleep, experiences severe guilt about the event and holds himself responsible and goes into depression, she becomes irritable. Her emotional world becomes unstable. She prefers to stay alone, does not take help of others. Up to 3 days after the traumatic experience, such reactions are not diagnosed as stress disorder, as they are considered as normal reactions to extreme painful incidents. But if this situation lasts for more than 3 days up to 4 weeks and persists beyond that period, then it is called acute stress disorder.